Good evening. It is 6 o'clock on a Friday. I've just come home from work and it is crazy winter weather in Germany right now. I think in the north of Germany there's no train going anywhere today. At the weekend, the weather forecast predicts that we will have minus 15, minus 16 degrees, which for us, we are not used to these temperatures. And the plan for tonight is to just stay in, have a cozy night in, make some soup. I want to study a little bit of Russian. I want to work through a podcast episode. I've just seen that my favorite French YouTube channel has released a new episode. I can't wait to watch that. And I also want to continue reading my Italian novel. And after that, I hopefully have still some time to just sit on my couch and watch some Netflix. But first of all, I need to clean the kitchen, which is in quite a state. And before doing that, I need to change into comfy clothes. So this is a sweater I bought from Lily Silk last year when it was on sale. I think it was Black Friday, but they still have it in stock. And I just think it looks very classy and very chic with this Rautenmuster. But how to say Rautenmuster? But it also keeps you very warm and comfy. But let's change into something else.
Vorstellen, die war natürlich so mittel. Die Leute haben sich weniger geärgert über die Züge, die ausgefallen sind. Dafür hatten viele Verständnis. Der Fernverkehr wird heute nicht mehr anrollen.
I'd like to listen again to a podcast that I worked through this week. It's a little bit above my current level, I'd say, but the topic really caught my interest. It is the episode 141. The title is The Art of Killing Time Against Your Will, Work-Life Balance, po-ruski. The two hosts are talking about life in Moscow, spending hours stuck in traffic on the way to work, squeezing into the overcrowded metro, and basically spending half the day commuting, and there is hardly any time left for free time. Both of them say they're glad they no longer live there. They left Russia in 2022, and it makes me so grateful that I don't have a commute. I leave my house and I have a 10-minute walk to work, and I think this is part of the reason why I'm able to learn so many languages. If I had to spend hours commuting, I think the stress alone would still kill me. This podcast is almost an hour long, but I just want to listen to individual sections again to improve my listening comprehension.
Привет!
Я хочу слышать какое-то шуршание, фырканье российской рутины. Сегодня обсуждать мы ее будем со Светой, правда, с позиции жизни в Москве и ближнего человека, который...
Now it's finally reading time. I want to continue reading my Italian book, Una ragazza da tre tempi. I'm far from finishing it. On page 200 and it has around 600 pages. So much for my New Year's resolutions to read a new book every single week. This is a romance novel, but it's really, really well written. Normally, I'm not a big fan of romance. Recently, I read a book by Emily Henry, who's very popular, and I found it so cliché. I don't really enjoyed it. It was very well written in a way, but especially the female character felt like such a stereotype. I don't know. But this book, on the other hand, is very funny. It's about a young woman who accidentally time travels and ends up in the Regency era in London, right in the middle of the marriage market. She comes from a noble family, and it's very Bridgerton-like, but genuinely funny and well written. It's written by an architect who lives in Modena, Felicia Kingsley. She is Italian, although her name sounds very, very English. But so that's all for today. I'm going to turn my Lima laser on now and watch an episode of Bridgerton because the book really put me in the mood. I've started to rewatch all the episodes. I think the newest season is coming out at the end of January. I'm really looking forward to that. So a bit of Netflix and then off to bed.